Welcome to the Dice, Cards, and Coffee VideoCast. Today we are talking about what's new in tabletop gaming, as well as what's going on and new in our store. So stick around to find out. All right, so who wants to start about what is new and going on in your stores?
Start with you.
Oh, man.
Go clockwise.
Go clockwise. Okay, what is new in my store? So the holidays were pretty intense, so we're just kind of catching up from that. And then we have started our new D&D for Kids campaigns. We are remodeling our Discord server. So we're actually going to have questions that people answer as they enter our server. I don't know.
What kind of questions?
Just like what they're interested in.
To put them in roles?
Yeah, like Magic,
Gotcha.
Warhammer. So I think like Discord's definitely the biggest way to engage a community with your store that's already active.
Yeah.
And
sure.
having like a very streamlined process for that is important. We've kind of like mishmashed stuff together when I first started it because I just kind of threw the Discord together and there's a lot of channels, but my staff has helped me recreate it. Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
I know Day is doing the Discord for LFG staff and LFG.
Yeah, for
attendees.
sure. The staff is up and running. Two staff joined.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We got staff for the con.
Whoa.
Yeah, they're volunteering for us. So
in the server.
We got two people. They're gonna have to work hard.
Yeah.
they're kind of like my test
Everything.
dummy in a way. I know them personally. I said, all right, I send you an email, read it, and then do what it says, and then you join the Discord, and so it seems to be working.
Cool.
So now soon, if you signed up to be a volunteer, you'll probably get a response soon.
I think that's all I'll share for what's new with my story. I'm sure there's other things,
That's it?
but maybe I'll add after everybody else goes.
Okay, sure.
Very cool.
So we'll go clockwise. George, you're up
Oh,
next.
sure. Yeah, we just had a Dice Throne tournament.
Oh, you guys had
Yeah, organized play, our first one.
It's awesome.
I think we got 16 players, which was
Wow.
Nice.
really nice.
That's actually really good for a board game organized play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun. We gave some prizes to the top players.
Was there like an entry fee and all that stuff?
There's a $10 entry
Mhm.
fee, and then we put basically almost a lot of it into
the pricing.
to pricing. So
Nice.
gave some store credit
Yeah.
to some. I think it was like a 12-year-old kid who, when I forget his name, sorry about that, but he played awesome, and it was just a load of fun.
Nice.
Cool.
And
That's good.
Not too long. It only took like 3 hours, two
that's
to
not
3
bad.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but-
that's pretty sweet hearing these publishers, board game publishers, I should say, are doing organized play
for
again.
sure. Yep.
They kind of did it back then, but not a lot of them did. But
Yeah.
it's definitely good. Keeps interest in keep playing the game, right?
Yep.
And I'm assuming they're gonna have expansions, and they're gonna want to buy expansions,
Yeah.
and etc.
Yeah, for Dice Zone, they're having an age where it lasts 5 months. So there's
Oh,
one
okay.
tournament a month for us.
Okay.
You could run more if you'd like.
That's
Okay,
cool.
that's cool.
And it's ranked, so they have a overall ranking, and at
Oh.
the end you get something cool
Okay,
if
nice.
you rank high.
Foil
I think
promo
I
cards.
think it's a board. You get a
Oh, nice.
like
Oh,
a board
promo
for-
card. Yeah, that's
pretty
cool.
cool.
No, people love that stuff. Exclusive board game bits and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. And Capstone, I think, is going to start doing some organized play with a couple of their games. So I just
Arc
read
Nova?
some of that. No, I don't think it was Arc Nova. It was like a card, maybe social deduction card game. I believe.
Okay,
okay.
interesting.
I'll have to look more into that. But I mean, these publishers are starting to do that more. So
Yeah.
it makes it fun.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think that's a big one for us, really.
And Day, what's new for you?
Store wise, physically, the store wise is, I guess, we are planning on moving.
Moving.
Yeah, to a bigger location.
I didn't know you were
Um,
planning on this. This is brand new news to me.
If you've been to our store, it's pretty spacious, but our retail space is like maybe at most 15%, 20% maybe. I don't know. But we're looking to expand that section primarily, and play space too. But yeah, so we've been looking around, contacting general contractors for build outs because this is our first time actually building out. Before it was just like, oh, let's move our stuff into this empty space, no building.
Yeah.
But this one's like, all right, we got to tear down, we got to change this, and then it was like all over our head. Or we're just like, excuse me.
It's cool because like you start with a blank slate, you can kind of create what you want in that space. If you're gonna
in a way,
put walls or anything.
Yeah.
So design it.
It's gonna be a lot more expensive than our first. Our first opening. If you guys saw the episode about our opening store cost, this is way above that. So it's interesting and something sure, we could just stay with our current location and kind of ride the wave.
Yeah.
But it's like a vision we have, right?
It's awesome.
Offer something bigger to the community to come and play their games and stuff.
Yeah. Are you gonna get bigger tables?
We're not sure yet.
Miniature games.
Well, those you just put two tables together, right?
Yeah,
you got a miniatures table. Although the new, it's not out yet, but the Gundam one they play in a smaller board. Very small. Yeah, it's not like big.
Oh, is that where they like build the models? Like
Gundam is the Gunpla where you build the models. So they're doing. They're doing an actual miniature game. Okay. Not with the Gunpla models, but it's gonna be a separate miniature.
Because of course you build your models for Warhammer, but I'm talking about these guys like they have all like thousands of parts and they're putting.
Yeah, that's the Gunpla, like the high grade and all that stuff. But the miniature game is whole separate from that line. Yeah.
Okay.
But so exciting, kind of crazy, and
cool.
So it's like doing that, and now doing the con, and then currently the TCG world is crazy right now, and then you probably know Pokemon and stuff like that.
Pokemon, what's that?
But
should we jump into our what's new in tabletop gaming?
Sure.
Yeah, we can do that.
So topic. So Pokemon. What is Pokemon?
It's crazy.
No idea.
Like it's so there's every year I always see a post of like the most popular IP. They put Pokemon on top. And I'm like, that's pretty crazy because Disney's been around for way longer. Mm-hmm. But then when I look at the chart, I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. You have like different cartoons being popular, different like Marvel, Star Wars being on that list, but Disney owns all that now, right? So it's kind of interesting to see that. True. So I think overall still Disney's the most popular IP, but as one IP itself, for sure Pokemon it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I know just to like give a top-down view for anybody who doesn't follow Pokemon, the past like year and a half, it's kind of been, I wouldn't say like slow, but it's definitely lulled down a bit. And then recently in the last couple months, it's kind of exploded again.
Yeah.
Almost like pandemic level demand for
collectability demand for sure. But as just the IP in general is, their cartoon's been going on for a long time now. And then they keep releasing new ways to play Pokemon per se. Mm-hmm. So you had the TCG originally, then the video game, and then later there was, what do you call it? Go came out.
Yeah. And
now the big one right now is Pocket. When Pocket came out, slowly people were like opening packs on their phone, having fun doing that. And then they're like, oh, now I want to go buy some real Pokemon packs and open it. Yeah. So slowly people are like coming to the store. Like this one gentleman came in with his phone. He's like, do you have this card? And I looked at it. I was like, oh, that's from Pokemon Pocket. We don't have that card.
That card doesn't exist in physical form.
You could have printed it out for him, though.
But it's going to be a crazy ride, I think, for this coming year for Pokemon.
Yeah, Prismatic Evolution was the set that
just came out.
Was very difficult to get both from a store perspective and from a consumer perspective.
Yeah, it's one of those set that just kind of released at a certain time when Pokemon was on a decline. So, a lot of these publishers, especially TCG, they kind of gauge on past sets. So when Pokemon was on a decline, they start putting less. And then this kind of,
which helps.
In a way, yeah, for sure. Because but then what happened was now Pocket came out, and then people are getting hyped about the Pikachu and Search and Sparks, and then the popularity just kept stacking, and Pokemon was on the decline of printing stuff, so now it's like, all right, they got to meet the demand. And it's gonna be like this for this coming year, I think.
Yeah.
What's interesting is like even just from a general perspective of trading card games and publishers is Pokemon made a statement that they're going to be printing more.
They've always done that. Every time there's been a issue with, scalping and people demanding it, they always post that statement out. They do, but it's still not enough.
Really affect it.
Yeah.
Well, Pokemon's pretty popular. Is there what other games are popular right now?
Yeah. Well, besides TCG, we
Or is it
all
all
love board games. But recently I played. Oh, actually, we all played SETI.
Yeah.
I taught you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We all
Yeah.
played it together.
SETI is pretty popular right now. I played it probably 10 times by now, I think. I just
10?
Yeah. If I could, I play it all day long, like
Dustin,
nonstop.
how many times have you
Played
played?
one time.
One time. All right.
Yeah.
With us. That one.
What'd you think?
It's not.
It's
as,
not my game.
Yeah.
It's a good game. Like,
Is it because it didn't say scythe?
yeah. It's more like
It didn't say you can't
yeah,
attack
low
another
level
player.
interaction.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
for sure.
Like, I can see it like why it's popular. It's very much a great worker placement game, and
Yeah.
the aliens like that
Thematic.
are different.
Yeah, the thematic is really
Yeah,
nice.
and the mechanics matching theme are very good. The board's super pretty. The components are nice.
Yep.
It's a lot of stuff in the box for the price point too. Like
Oh yeah,
a $70 game for like when you lift it, it's like
it's heavy.
super heavy.
Right,
I lift other
right.
games, not to mention one that we were talking about earlier. But I lift a game and it's like I don't want to talk bad about, but it's like super airy in the box,
Oh,
and it's like
right.
a $75
Right,
game,
right.
and it's like, am I getting my value?
Yeah, SETI's got a lot of cool parts in it. Like,
Yeah.
the spinning aspect. It's just neat.
Yeah, the sun that spins. Yeah, that's cool too.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys played it, but Civolution.
Oh, I haven't played it.
Yeah, that one I played at my friend's place. It's on the complexity level, it's pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
Only because there's 21 different actions that you can do.
Okay.
So when you first play the game, you're just like,
Yeah, what do I do here?
so what do I do?
I would not be able to play that game.
Yeah.
I'll be like an hour on my turn.
So the first game, I like completely bombed and wasted 30 actions to do something I could have done in 2 actions,
Yeah.
But it's after you understand the actions and everything, it's actually
Pretty
good.
easy.
It's a good game. Yeah, it's very easy once you understand the actions.
That's what everyone says. Like
Yeah.
after you get it, it's pretty
Yeah,
simple.
it's simple and it's also a good game to get.
Yeah.
And then I think it was last week I played Shackleton base here.
Ooh.
Yeah, whatever. Friend Chris, he
Right.
paid like a $40 shipping fee to get it from Europe because it's not out in the U.S. yet.
Yeah.
I think they made a post you could pre-order or something. Comes out in August.
Oh wow.
This year.
What type of game is this?
He already has it.
It's like work placement, resource management. It's interesting because every round you draft of what meeples you get and what your resource income is, and based on which one you pick, you either it'll determine your turn order. And so it's kind of interesting. And then each meeple that you get are different colors because the actions you take, if you choose the correct color for certain actions, you get a bonus.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we were playing, we're like, all right, we want that bonus. So every time we posted it, put it in that same color, but it's like, is that the right play,
Yeah.
to win the game, I guess. So it's kind of interesting. We're just trying to maximize our bonuses, but there were some times when I was like, I don't need that bonus, and I put it somewhere that I really needed. But
Interesting.
It's a good game too. I would definitely recommend that one too.
Yeah.
A lot of fun games coming out.
August then.
Yeah, it's all
That's a
Facebook.
long way.
Yeah, it's all their
Oh,
Facebook.
yeah.
Posts.
Yeah.
Pandasaurus, I think.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Pandasaurus. Okay.
Yeah. I saw
So they'll
them
probably
post.
talk about it at Gamma.
Most likely. Oh, yeah, that's coming up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other board games that are hot that you all have played?
I don't know how new it is, but it's called Black Forest.
Forest.
It's like a weird push and shove your resources. It's very interesting. I played it once and I was still kind of wrapping my mind around like what type of game it is. It's like a weird, all right, I'm gonna gain more iron, but I'm gonna lose on sand. Because like there's like this weird meter that moves as
that's
you
cool.
push, and it stops. But now the ones in the back end gets 0 income.
Sounds like an economy game.
Yeah, it's definitely an economy game. It's very interesting. I probably want to play that a few more times before I give my own personal review, I guess. But I think it can be a fun game.
And then what do you rate SETI? You said you played all the time, so you.
Yeah,
it's a high.
I mean, I love. So when I first played at PAX, I was like, oh, this is like playing Lost Ruins of Arnak, but a little bit more actions. you know, and then a little interesting with the aliens and stuff
Yeah,
instead of the
tighter,
monsters.
I mean,
Yeah, instead of finding monsters, you're finding aliens.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know.
cool game.
For sure above Arnak.
All right.
For sure, I would play this over Arnak. Until they do more expansions for Arnak.
I love the expansions for Arnak.
I love the expansions for Arnak. But
You guys are very similar gamers.
Yes. We do.
yeah, I think we're more tight in the tight. Like you gotta min max your actions, or else you're probably gonna lose.
Yeah.
You will probably like Andromeda's Edge.
Yeah.
Because that has a PvP aspect a little. Yeah. Which is also a good game. I
Super
played that
highly
one too.
rated too, right?
Yeah, I played that one too.
need
I
to
like
try
it.
that one.
Yeah. What's interesting about that game is like you're PvPing the board and players.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
But
Yeah.
that's a good one too. A lot of games this year.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
been a
lot of good
recently.
games.
I
There's
feel
a
like-
lot of good ones.
It's been a while. At least
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
since I feel like since I opened the store, maybe I'm trying to remember.
3
Like,
years ago?
well, there's always good stuff,
Yeah.
but like
Not like this. though.
several good.
Usually
Yeah.
it's like maybe one or two
Back
each
to
year,
back.
but this one is like 3,
I mean,
4, 5 maybe, and there's
Yeah.
more coming out.
I mean, they had Sky Team come out.
Yeah, I was
just
gonna
a
say
few
what
months.
one game of the year, Sky Team.
Yeah, Sky Team. Yeah.
Which is kind of like amazing for a 2-player only game to win Game of the Year.
But for sure, a lot of games. It's like I was very surprised like how many good games are coming out. I was like, wow. I think like I know as time goes on, a lot of games come out. People play them, and I'm pretty sure they're like, oh, I love this little mechanic they have, and I like this little mechanic they have.
Right.
I like this little mechanic, and you put it together, right?
Yeah.
So eventually, you'll have a game that has a lot of the fun mechanics.
Yeah. All right.
What else is hot in tabletop gaming? Board games, Pokemon, Magic is
Magic is-
always
yeah,
something
ever
to talk
since-
about.
I mean, people can hate on it on Universe Beyond,
Oh,
but it's so good.
I can't
like,
wait till Final Fantasy.
Like what
Oh, yeah.
Universe Beyond did for Magic, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So many new players. Man, no one really talks about it, but their marketing team for Foundations is crazy. It's crazy. People, I don't think people realize like how they marketed it. In my opinion, what I'm realizing, I was like,
Yeah.
man, they did a really good job with Foundations.
Yeah.
It's
like
still
the
doing
commercials.
well,
Yeah.
too. Like
Yeah.
it
That's
sells.
true.
With the
Yeah,
advertisement and the commercials they made, I was like, this is really good.
Yeah.
Like this is gonna be a good set.
Still putting out too many sets per year, but
Yeah,
you're right.
not enough sets in my opinion.
Really? More. Do it once a month.
I
There's
think
there's an air quote that people use in Magic is this product is not for everyone, and then like that's true.
If it's okay.
I think
Who's it not for? That's
I've finally got down the pacing for Magic.
Right.
After 3 years. Like, so I like this pacing now. Don't change it. Don't
Like
change it.
I don't think people realize that it's like not every product is for everyone.
right.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
The-
Oh, talking about that, I know we talked about beforehand. I don't know if you want to touch this now. I guess I'm opening it up right here. We're talking about tariffs earlier
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
and how that could affect the business. You know, I think that's it could be huge.
Yeah, for sure. We'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
guys planning for it at all yet?
Well,
Not really.
Not
yeah,
really.
I think it's hard to plan on our end.
Yeah,
Right. We
it's-
just kind of
We just
have
got
to
to
take
do
what
yeah.
happens. I think. I don't know. This is
Yeah.
like, I'm still pretty new to retail business in general. So like, I feel like a lot of times I'm keeping my head above water, and I'm not quite at the point where I can be proactive in planning. But I don't know if there is some stuff that we could be doing. I know I mentioned to you before that like, even though they haven't taken effect, there's already companies and people shifting their business model because of it. So it's already there's going to be waves regardless of what comes of it, I think already. Like I even just saw a post on a Facebook board game design Facebook group, and they said, what are some good conventions in Europe because of the tariffs? I want to start expanding my reach in Europe beyond America. I mean, but there was the UK, what was that? No, the Brexit, right? That caused a huge thing in the industry too.
A shift, that hurt in the short term, but seems like they're kind of figured it out. But yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I think the number one thing is like just kind of getting your community ready and understanding that this may happen, especially if that becomes law, if that comes into effect, then, making sure they know right away that our prices are going to be jumping, they're going to be going up.
Yeah. I mean, that's any product currently. Like when they reprint Pokemon stuff, sometimes some distributors be like, hey, this is what it costs. And it's close to market. It's more than what we usually pay. Wow. And then we have no choice if we get it to force to charge more, right? Right. So I'm not saying like that's kind of like a small minuscule example of like it kind of is that happening in a sense, but it's our industry is always, or TCG market industry is always market usually.
I do think like with what George is saying, and kind of like with inflation, there was the same issue of things going up, which is just one nice thing about our industry is
it didn't really affect.
Well, it did affect because there were some like publishers that raised their prices, but all at once. And the cool thing is like, or I guess not the cool thing, but the thing that like isn't as much of a challenge because it's affecting the whole economy in general is people aren't blindsided by it. Where if it's something within our industry only that causes prices to go up, then that's tough to like bring awareness to it, right? Because like with Pokemon, people, I think like just a casual consumer of Pokemon may not be aware why Prismatic Evolution is the price that it is.
Right.
Why I can't go to a store and just pick it up when I want to, when I've been able to do that for the past like year. But when it becomes something like the tariffs, everybody's gonna be talking about it if it does happen, and hopefully, like,
because it doesn't affect one product; it affects
everything. Yeah,
everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
we'll see, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a future planner.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you guys know me. I don't really worry that much. I'm just like, whatever happens, happens.
For us, I think we can lean into like the experience of being here and playing, and that's one thing. Give people an experience, not just about the product. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I mean, we kind of already do that.
I definitely think there's some sort of community messaging that we could have to prepare for it too.
Yeah. I don't know I'm pretty sure all the publishers are gonna make a post about it.
Yeah,
because it's gonna affect them first.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then from there it trickles down to us, and then to our community consumers.
Our board game sales are probably only like 15% of our total sales. So I mean, it's gonna hurt a little, but I don't know if it's gonna affect us like greatly.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
if we really depended on those sales, like maybe it was 50%. I think I don't know. I don't know.
Your food prices though, right? Like with, I'd have to. I don't want to like.
I mean,
say
eggs are expensive.
Yeah, eggs are already expensive.
Yeah, I went to Costco. There was a line. I was like, "Is this for Pokemon?" I went to get eggs, and then they're like rushing to the egg section. Like, okay,
it's like Pokemon, right?
I guess you won't know what you can do.
You open it up.
But yeah,
and I'm not super like up to date on the news with it, but I was getting some headlines. So I don't know if you guys have anything like to add to this, but that they were starting with Canada and Mexico first, which is where we get a lot of like
goods
for food, right?
I
Generally,
mean,
like Mexico
I don't know.
Is a lot
where
of.
they come from, so.
We probably get quite a bit from the States too.
Okay.
Yeah, we'd have to research that.
Yeah,
for sure.
I don't have to worry about it because I just go to the grocery store and
Right,
I'm the
that's
consumer.
the thing. Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
So we'll see.
The it's just interesting what when it goes if or when it goes down, like I wonder if it's going to affect certain things and not everything, you know.
That's true. Yeah.
Like some things are like
Could be
we
like-
need to survive per se. And some things is like it's like a hobby. People don't need tabletop to survive.
That would affect
We do.
us. Yeah. We need.
I don't know. I can play SETI 5 million times, I guess.
I mean, my money,
I mean, my
salary
business.
depends on
Oh,
it.
sure.
Yeah.
So, well, speaking of things going up in price,
Uh-oh.
maybe we can jump into our LFG Con update.
Oh, that's right. That's going to go up in
Oh,
price.
shoot,
When
yeah.
does that go in price? Up in
So,
price.
be sure to grab an early bird ticket to
that's gonna end
LFG
soon.
Con because that will be ending in mid-February. I don't know the exact date off the top of my head, but
I
we
think
can.
we are targeting either the last day of StrategiCon or the week after StrategiCon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be promoting it at
So it's
StrategiCon.
mid-February.
Yeah.
To all you.
Yeah, so make sure you jump in and grab a ticket.
Yeah.
If we want to share some general
$20
updates.
bucks.
Yeah, save 20
Oh,
bucks.
we have updates for LFG Con.
Updates.
Let's do this.
We have a lot of confirmations of publishers and guests and a lot more kind of getting
talks, yeah.
settled and
Yeah.
confirming.
Finalizing.
But maybe we can share some guests. Who wants to share our first guest? Well, maybe we can share Gap Closer Games
Oh, yeah.
because they were our
Yeah.
first exhibitor signed up.
What do they get, Johnny?
They get
A booth.
A brand
from
new booth.
Rival. They have Rival Restaurants, which is a really great game. Does really well in our store.
Yeah.
It does well in your store.
Literati
too.
as well.
Literati.
Yeah.
I think they'll be
Great
hosting
games.
a tournament for Illiterati.
Yeah.
As
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. We also have Alan Girding from Tuesday Night Games. Will be doing Mothership. And potentially another game of theirs. We're still kind of firming up what exactly, whether that'll be 2 rooms and a boom.
Mothership?
So Mothership is a sci-fi horror role-playing game. We'll have a premium experience, one of our LFG Con Plus experiences for attendees if you want to sign up. We'll have events up soon. I feel like we're getting very close to
very
like
close,
adding those on the site too. Who else?
Comedian.
Wait, two rooms and a boom. What's that? Real
2
quick?
rooms and a boom.
That's a great game.
a large party game, social deduction style game. Yeah.
Yes, it does require 2 rooms.
It does. Well, you can be 2 separate spots.
Yeah,
You would kind of do that.
It's
but-
more fun with the 2 rooms.
But no boom required, right?
No. Well, maybe.
Fake boom.
Fake boom.
All right.
Yeah. And then we have the comedian, Grant Lyon. Really, really funny guy. He's just going to be giving a stand-up on just board games or tabletop gaming in general. I have seen it. It's really good. He did the stand-up for us at our grand opening, which was really cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Who else?
Fam Bam.
Fam Bam Games. Fam Bam Games.
Fam Bam.
They do Not So Neighborly. Like kind of Uno, draw a card, play a card style game.
Yeah.
Like Exploding Kittens.
Cute game.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
really cute art.
Cute art. Great art.
They're doing some really awesome stuff with their company too.
Nice.
Who else?
Isn't there like cards that you poop on the lawn or something?
Yeah.
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 Pretty funny.
It's like screw your neighbor.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't plan this, but during the con, Final Fantasy is the release of that
the
weekend.
official release,
So
Final.
if you play a little bit of Magic and board games, and you want to jump in a quick game of Magic, well, definitely have that there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, same with Lorcana and Star Wars.
All right.
What else?
We're gonna have a LA board game
Oh, yeah.
championship as well.
Oh wow!
Ooh,
Yeah. Well, we're gonna
win
have
some money.
Friday, Saturday are the qualifiers, and then the finals will be played on Sunday. We're gonna have at least 8 different games that you could play and try to qualify in. It's gonna be a blast.
8
Yeah.
games.
Oh wait, is there gonna be prizes too?
money.
I think so. So maybe some cash prizes.
Right.
Up to like $1,000.
That sounds intriguing to me.
Whoa.
So I'll play in it, and you guys run the con. Okay.
Well, if us three play, hopefully one of us wins. So we don't, you know what I mean?
We don't have to pay out.
Yeah.
We're gonna need that money for our hotel rooms.
Yeah.
What else? I know because we were chatting before, and we kind of made a list. Do you have others on your list that we got them all?
We've got them all.
So some others we have, but we just haven't confirmed, so we don't want to like publicly share and shout them out quite yet. But we're still working on some stuff. I know we'd mentioned a couple people joined our Discord. So if you want to volunteer, the form is up, lfg-con.com. You can find the form, you can get your badge, you can get your hotel. We'll be getting some general information about events and other stuff up on the website here soon too.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, stay tuned. It's going to come fast and furious.
Yeah. It's already 5 months away.
What?
5 months away.
The con's next week, guys.
Maybe we should push it back a little.
Change the date. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.